And now, for your Sunday night dramatic entertainment, we bring you Armchair Theatre.
What time do you want the fruit sundae?
4:30.
Must be nearly that now.
Another 7.5 minutes to go.
Good. Time for one more oiling. What about you, Harold?
Not just now, thanks.
You better. You don't want to go back to the classroom with your nose all blistered.
No, thanks. I'll just pull the hood down and call it a day.
Well, I like to make the most of weather like this. Not that it's going to last, mind you. The papers say we're heading for a big bust-up.
I wouldn't be surprised. The barometer's swinging round to thunder.
Still, I suppose we can't complain. We've had the best 6 weeks of the year.
Plus the benefit of the roses at their loveliest.
Yes. All the neighbours think we're mad. Do you know that? What I say is, why go away for holidays when you've got a garden like ours, bulging with beauty?
There's not a weed in it anywhere.
No. Stop biting the inside of your cheek, Harold. One of these days you'll go clean through it.
Wasn't aware I was doing it.
Well, you'll get a nasty place if you carry on like that. What are you worried about?
Nothing. I was just thinking how lucky we'd been to escape the green fly.
Oh, yes. Not like last year. Where that lot came from, I shall never know.
That was one of the worst shocks I've ever had, coming back from Hove to find that they'd taken possession of every stem in the garden. If I hadn't rushed for the spray gun and got to work on them right away, I doubt very much if we'd have had the satisfaction of adding last year's cup to the sideboard. I'd never have forgiven myself if we'd been obliged to break the continuity.
18 cups in a row's not bad going. Another 7, and we shall find ourselves celebrating 25 years of successful rose growing.
Yes. I think I shall try my hand at a new variety for next season's show. I think I've gone about as far as I can with the Betty Up Richards. Actually, Rose and Willie were suggesting that I ought to risk a bit of cross-breeding to produce a variety of my own.
If I were you, Harold, I shouldn't start thinking about cross-breeding until our Rose has had the baby. Good heavens.
What's the matter?
Don't look now, but next door's working in his garden.
How do you know?
I just got a glimpse of him through a hole in the privet.
You won't find any holes in my privet.
Look for yourself.
Well, how on earth did that get there? It certainly wasn't there yesterday when I gave the whole stretch a thorough trim with the clippers. Anyway, I can't see him.
Well, he was there a moment ago.
What was he doing then?
Planting.
Planting? It can't be.
Well, I don't usually imagine things.
Yes, but Chard hasn't grown anything for the past 3 years.
Well, he's got to start again sometime, hasn't he? Anyway, I don't see why you should be so surprised. After all, nobody spends 12 long months smothering the garden with fertilizer just for the fun of it, do they?
Don't ask me. All I know is that anyone who spends 12 months on topsoil isn't in his right senses.
Chard isn't, is he? Everyone knows he's been a bit peculiar since they came and found his daughter on the outline. Nasty business. And she was always an unlucky girl, was Ivy Chard.
It's not surprising coming out of that household.
No, they were always a bit peculiar. Still are. I shall never forget the fuss they used to make about Ivy being musical. Wanted to conduct an orchestra or something, didn't she? Ended up by being put in charge of the gramophone records on Waterloo Station.
Willie used to call her the Queen of the Needles.
Ah, well, the tragedies that overtake other people are no concern of ours. What you make of your life is your own responsibility. If you choose to take it, like Ivy Charles, then put yourself to blame. For heaven's sake, Harold, stop biting your cheek.
Whatever can he be planting then, I wonder?
We can soon find out.
Well, I'm not going round there to ask him, so you can get that out of your head for a start. I said my last word to Chard 3 years ago.
Don't be any more stupid than you can help, Harold, please.
What do you mean?
Well, since Providence seems to have provided us with a peephole, what's to prevent us taking a casual look through the hedge?
Done.
What's that?
I said it's done.
You mean you planted it?
You're right slap bang in the middle of the garden.
Oh, no, Jack. Why didn't you tell me you were going to do it?
Because you'd have funked at the last moment, that's why.
After all this time? Don't be daft. Did they see you do it?
Still, they can't see what's going on through all that privet.
Yes, but what about that spy hole you made? Works both ways, you know.
Stop whining, Grace. Last time looking, we both sprawled out in the deck chairs, gawping at the roses, enjoying the centre zone, Mark Trembler would say. Got a big pink Betty Uppridge jar pinned right in the middle.
Those roses make me feel sick.
Surprised me didn't sit down and have a bowl full for breakfast every morning. Those he's got down by the rock pool as big as cauliflowers. He's tied them so firmly to the stakes they look like Christian martyrs.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for 10 minutes in that garden with a nice snippety pair of scissors.
Never mind. The damage I've just done will be worse than that. Just you wait and see.
You said that about last year's green fly.
Well, how was I to know he'd come back from his holidays and give the garden a 24-hour dousing with a spray gun?
Well, I don't know. But when I think of all the trouble you went to breeding them in the greenhouse and then fattening them up for the job.
Mine. There'll be no wasted effort this time.
Do you think it'll work?
Grace, look, I've been working on fertiliser all my life. I know what's dynamite and what ain't. That garden of ours is a volcano.
I'm just nervous, I suppose.
No time to be nervous. 24 hours and the Tremblows will wonder what's hit them.
Let's pull the curtains, Jack.
Oh, blimey, you are nervous, aren't you?
Well, what are all the other people in the road going to say when they realise what's in store?
Why worry? The only person we've got to worry about is our Ivy. Nobody gave her a second thought when the police come and found her on the upline, did they? As for that lot next door, they never even came to the funeral.
They'd never have dared set foot inside the church after the shameful way they stole Willie from our Ivy.
Yeah.
I shall never forget that evening she came home from work and told me about him. Mum, she said, that station has suddenly become our Waterloo. There's a new booking clerk, his name's Willie Thompson, and he's the most gorgeous man ever to be queued up for in the rush hour. She said she spent the whole afternoon feeling so lively that the passengers got nothing but Strauss waltzes. Those last 6 months on Waterloo Station were the happiest she ever knew. Small wonder she went and chose the upline. As for that Rose Tremblow, she ought to have been made to carry the coffin all the way to the graveyard.
Rose Tremblow. Biggest little trollop I've ever come across. All tight skirts and uplift. That was her trouble. Been a daughter of mine, she'd never been allowed to turn life into a 7-day-a-week provocation. That I do know.
I shall never forgive myself for letting Ivy take Willie Thompson next door for Sunday tea. It was one of the most terrible things I ever did. Old Ma Tremblow knew what she was up to all right when she got him all nice and cosy in that rose garden in front of her dish of fruit Sunday. He was always a one for soft living.
Yeah. Made me think of marzipan.
Good-looking chap, though. He and Ivy would have made a lovely photo. I was looking forward to the day when I could have them both in a nice frame on the sideboard. Give him just the right finishing touch to this room.
Never mind. And Ma Tremblow's got your finishing touch. And what's more, she's going to live to regret it. She's going to get the shock of her life when she sees what's growing through that edge.
I'm going to pull the curtains, Jack. Makes me feel less responsible. Who on earth can that be at this time of day? We don't know anybody. Surbiton 3210? Yes, Mrs. Chard speaking. Who is it?
Miss Bennet?
It's old Ma Tremblow.
Ma Tremblow, it can't be.
It is, I tell you, she must have seen it.
Ask her what she wants.
Hello. My husband says what you want. She says she wants to break the silence.
Ask her to come round.
Oh, no.
Ask her to come round. She wants to know what it is that we're planting. I'm jolly well going to sit back and have the satisfaction of telling her.
Well, if you say so. Hello. My husband says, will you come round for 5 minutes? Pardon? That's very kind of you, Mrs. Tremblow. Very kind of you indeed. She's bringing us a bunch of Betty Up Richards.
What did she say?
She said come round for 5 minutes. Or rather, he did. He's the one who makes all the decisions in that house.
Are you going?
We won't find out unless I do, will we?
Rather you than me.
Seemed funny talking to her again after 3 years' silence. All too easy in some ways.
I must say, I never thought that we'd be the ones to make the first move.
No. Then perhaps that's what they've been waiting for. He's a very proud man, is Jack Chard.
I never knew how to take him.
Oh, well, perhaps he should have done this ages ago. When you come to think of it, it does seem silly for neighbours to spend 3 long years without so much as a cheery word. I always used to enjoy the chats that Grace and I had over the privet.
That was in its shorter days.
That's what I mean. Perhaps we did wrong to let it grow up past eye level. Oh, well, perhaps we should be able to have it short again from now on.
Well, I wouldn't be in any great hurry if I were you. It'll be the devil's own job to get it up to size again if things don't work out. I wonder what it is he's planted through there.
Looked to me like a sprig of parsley.
Parsley? Where's the sense in planting a sprig of parsley in the middle of a virgin half-acre?
Well, you can rely on me to come back with the answer. So stop worrying.
I'm not worried.
What are you nibbling at your cheek for, then? Nibble, nibble, nibble? It beats me how you get round that far.
How do you intend going about it?
About what?
Coming back with the answer.
Have you ever known an answer that I didn't come back with? Nothing like asking people outright when you want to know things.
Well, for heaven's sake, use a bit of tact, Nell, and don't go committing any of your blunders. If this peace is to be lasting, it must be approached gingerly and in the
Right frame of mind. But of course, why else do you think I'm taking the Betty Up Richards?
And what's more, old Ma Tremblow's got another think coming if she imagines she can win me round with a nice broad smile and a bunch of Betty Up Richards. For 2 pins, I'd plunge him into a nice deep vase, topped up with vinegar.
You can get that idea out of your head for a start, Grace. Ma Tremblow's going to be put at ease. Made to think that everything in the garden's lovely.
But what's the motive behind all this then, Jack? I don't understand.
Going to give myself a treat. I'm going to find myself relishing the best 5 minutes I've had in all my life. It'll be you now.
Do you want me to answer?
Now, sit down and think up a welcoming face. I'll go myself.
How I'm going to accept those disgusting roses, I don't know.
Just forget the roses. Just think of the expression on Ma Tremblow's face when I put a name to that little peace offering that's coming up in the garden. Good afternoon, Mrs. Tremblay.
And a very good afternoon to you too, Mr. Chard. Here's old Mother Tremblow back again after 3 years' frost and dropping rose petals all over your front doorstep.
Would you like to go inside and shake hands with the wife?
I most certainly would, Mr. Chard. It'll be a real pleasure. Good afternoon, Grace, dear. Harold and I thought we'd celebrate this happy occasion with a lovely bunch of first prize Betty Uprichers from our rose garden.
Thank you, Mrs. Tremlow. Very kind of you, I'm sure.
Think nothing of it, dear. What I say is we've all got to try and be good neighbours, haven't we? Not that Harold and I haven't felt for you all this time, mind you. Scarcely a train's gone past that hasn't reminded us of that dreadful evening when they had to halt all the traffic on the upline. Small wonder to my way of thinking that you're both sitting here with the curtains drawn. Still, I shouldn't be speaking to you like this when you and Grace show every sign of coming back to the land of the quick. It gave Harold and I real hope for the future when we chanced to look through the privet this afternoon and saw that you'd done a bit of bedding out in your garden.
Of course, it's only a very small beginning, Mrs. Tremlow.
Ah, but it's the thought behind it that counts, isn't it? Though with all that fertiliser you've been putting in, I'm not sure that you're not planning to give us all a nice big horticultural surprise, Mr. Chard.
As a matter of fact, I had rather been thinking along lines like that, haven't I, Grace?
Yes. Jack says it's going to be the biggest surprise Surbiton's ever had.
Oh, well, it all sounds most intriguing, I must say. You've got old Mother Tremlow all agog. What is it?
That'd be telling.
Oh, far be it from me to pry, of course, but would it have anything to do with that funny little tuft of green stuff you've got sticking up in the middle of your garden?
Everything to do with it. That's a surprise.
I don't see there's much surprise in parsley.
Parsley?
That's what Harold says it is.
What would I be doing with parsley?
That's what I
Oh,
say.
no, Mrs. Tremlow, I'm afraid Harold's on the wrong track there altogether. Grace and I wouldn't be using up our ingenuity on herbs.
Ingenuity?
This has taken quite a lot of thinking out, hasn't it, Grace?
Thinking out?
Yes, quite a lot.
Well, what is it then?
What about it, Grace? Shall we tell?
If you think it's the right moment, Jack.
The right moment? You're making me feel quite nervous.
Nervous, Mrs. Tremlow?
Yes. Come along. What is it?
Creeper.
Creeper?
Amazonian creeper.
Amazonian?
Very rare in these parts.
Well, fancy. That's a funny sort of thing to want to plant, isn't it? Where did you get it?
Kew Gardens.
Where?
The tropical house in Kew Garden.
However did you manage to think like that?
Oh, Jack and I went over on a day's outing, didn't we, Jack?
Oh, I mean, how did you manage to get them to part with their creeper?
Oh, we didn't. We smuggled it out.
Smuggled it?
In the lunch basket.
Lunch basket?
It was only a very small pot.
Jack said it must have been a fresh young cutting from one of those gigantic parent plants.
Well, I never.
So that's our surprise, Mrs. Tremlow. Creeper.
Oh. Well, if I were you, wouldn't let it get near your house. It'll play havoc with your brickwork.
Oh, yes, I know. It's got to be trained in the right direction.
I should say. I should imagine it's very nasty stuff once it gets going. You don't want to wake up one morning and find your garden looking like the South American jungle, now do you?
We hadn't thought about that, have we, Grace?
More's the pity, Mr. Chard. As I say, once it gets a foothold, it's the devil's own job to get rid of. Which reminds me, I shouldn't be sitting here overstaying my welcome.
Well, I must say, we've enjoyed this chat very much indeed, Mrs. Tremlow. Haven't we, Grace?
Oh, quite unexpected pleasure, Nell, dear.
It's very nice to hear it said, Grace. And now that we're all back on speaking terms again, you must both come round one weekend for a nice fruit sundae. If the weather's still fine, I'll get Harold to bring out the table and we'll have it in the rose garden. Like that, we'll all get the added pleasure
of the scent.
I'll show you to the front door, Mrs.
No,
Tremlow.
don't bother, Mr. Chard. I'll just slip out through your French windows and go down the side way. My, this weather's hot. No wonder the roses are shedding their petals. Well, I never.
What is it, Mrs. Tremlow?
Your creeper
What's the matter with it?
looks bigger from this angle. Didn't look that size from our side of the hedge.
Looks the same size to me.
Well, you ought to know, Mr. Chard. After all, it's your creeper. Even so, you'd be hard put to it to smuggle that out of Kew Gardens in a lunch basket.
Oh, but that was a good 4 weeks ago. We've been forcing it up in the airing cupboard since then.
Perhaps it's just my eyesight getting up to tricks. Au revoir.
Do you see her face?
Scared, wasn't she?
Oh, I'd give anything to listen to the conversation that's going to go on next door.
What do you think she'll do?
So I'm very much mistaken. She'll send Hal around here on some pretext or other.
And will you let him see it?
If he wants to, yes.
Well, it has got bigger, hasn't it?
All we need now is that big bust up in the weather to come along and give it a good rousing send-off.
Yes. Yes, I suppose so.
What are you so worried for?
Nothing, but it just seems funny to see it all working.
Relax and enjoy it, Grace. It can only happen once.
Well,
Amazonian creeper.
what sort of creeper?
Amazonian.
What on earth is Amazonian creeper doing in Surbiton?
They smuggled it out of Kew Gardens in a lunch basket. And funny-looking stuff it is, too.
Whatever's the matter with you, Nell? You look quite upset.
Well, I've never seen anything take to the soil so quick, that's why.
What do you mean?
Well, it's 3 or 4 times bigger than when he first put it in.
3 or 4 times bigger? He only put it in at 5 and 20 past 4.
Do you think I don't know
How
that?
do you think a plant can have reached that size, then, in less than half an hour?
I don't know, Harold Tremblow, but it has. And if you don't believe me, then go and take a look through the hole in the privet.
It's not there anymore.
Why not?
I patched it up with plaited cuttings while you were round at the chards.
Then you'd better go next door for a proper close-up.
Well, on what pretext?
Pretext?
I've got to have a pretext, haven't I?
Well, then take them another bunch of Betty Up, Richards.
But they've just had one lot.
You're not going to tell me we can't spare a second bunch? There's enough Betty Up Richards in our back garden to clog up the whole of the Royal Horticultural Hall.
It's going to look a bit odd, though, isn't it? Arriving with a second bunch 5 minutes after the first. What can I say that for?
Must you have a reason? We're good neighbours again, aren't we?
I suppose so, but I'd feel happier in my mind if I could have a reason.
Well, what's wrong with them being a kind thought for the churchyard?
For Ivy? Isn't that a bit tactless?
Well, I don't see why. What's the good of having your name inscribed on the stone if people don't pay tribute?
Oh, very well then, but it's against my better judgment. I never knew what to say to Chard.
Look, just keep a firm hold on the conversation and look for your opening. Concentrate on being nice and relaxed and the rest will follow.
If you hadn't come back with this nonsense, I wouldn't now have to go round there and face this ordeal.
You won't be calling it nonsense when you've had a close-up. I tell you that Chard's creeper's defying all the laws of nature as you and I know them.
Yes, but...
Now, that's enough. Go along. While you've gone, I'll be putting the kettle on. You'll be in sore need of a cup of tea when you get back here. Give her those.
Hello. Is that the Air Ministry? Oh, well, I'm very sorry to trouble you on a Sunday, but my name's Chard and I live in Surbiton. Yes. Well, I was wondering whether you'd be so kind as to give me a reading from your roof. Yes. Well, you see, my husband's rather anxious to know whether Surbiton can expect a change of weather during the next 24 hours. Thank you. Hello? Coming up from where? Oh, the Channel. Yes, you did say storms, didn't you? Oh, no. No, so far as my husband's concerned, the more tropical they are, the better. Well, I can't stop to explain now. The front door bell's ringing. It's probably the man from next door come round to see what on earth we're up to. Yes?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Chard. And now that we're all friends again, so to speak, Nell and I thought that it would be a neighbourly gesture if we brought you another bunch of roses for the churchyard.
Thank you, Mr. Tremblow. Do you want to come in?
Oh, that's very kind of you, Mrs. Chard. I think perhaps I will.
You'll find my husband in the living room.
Who is it, Grace?
It's Harold Tremblow with a bunch of first prize Betty Up Richards for our Ivy.
Well, well, well. Come in, Mr. Tremblow.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chard.
Sit down and make yourself at home.
Thank you.
And to what do we owe the pleasure of this little visit, eh?
Well, my wife tells me you're going all out to cultivate creeper, Mr. Chard.
Yeah?
Well, if I were you, I'd invest in some trellis work and have a covered-in tunnel down to the end of the garden.
covered in tongue?
Yes, a nice shady pergola, opening out at the bottom into a patio with arbours and a rock pool and some crazy paving, which ideal circumstances for cultivating creeper. In fact, if you built the right sort of wooden framework, you could have it looped round the garden like net curtains.
Net curtain?
Yes, there's no limit to how artistic you can be.
Artistic?
Oh, I know it might sound a bit far-fetched with the garden in its present state, but you'll love it once you've got it all laid out and up to cup standard.
I'll just go and pop these roses in vinegar.
And what would I do with it, Mr. Tremble, when I got it all laid out and up to cup standard? Bring out the deck chairs and sit gawping at it?
Well, of course, I can't answer for you, Mr. Chard, but it gives me a real sense of security to see my garden looking all shipshape and as it should be.
Mr. Tremble, I sometimes wonder if there's one redeeming ounce of nonconformity in your whole being.
I don't think I...
If there isn't one sprig of deadly nightshade to prevent your garden from being 100% lovely.
Deadly nightshade,
There isn't
Mr.
one
Chard?
tiny, obstinate little fragment to bitch up your otherwise fully interlocking jigsaw.
What Jack means is that isn't there some little thing in your life that isn't just as it should be?
Why do you ask, Mr. Chard?
I'm curious, Mr. Tremble. A man like you makes me very uneasy in my mind. Very uneasy indeed.
Oh, well, of course, no one's perfect, Mr. Chard.
I know, that's what I'm trying to find out.
But as to there being some little thing in my life that's not quite as it should be, well, no, I can't honestly say there is. Not offhand.
No nasty little hole in the bottom of your bucket.
I don't think
Oh,
so,
no, I
Mr.
don't believe
Chard.
that, Mr. Tremble.
Mind you, I'm not particularly happy about the hole in my privet, although, in my own defence, I feel bound to point out that it wasn't there yesterday.
And what about your spiritual privet, Mr. Tremble? Is there no suspicion of a hole in that?
I don't think I'm quite with you on this question of holes, Mr. Chard.
I mean vices, Mr. Tremble. Nasty little vices you're secretly ashamed of. Things that make you say, I shouldn't be doing this. But just anybody try and stop me.
I don't think so.
You don't seem very certain, Mr. Tremblay.
Well, I've never really given the matter serious consideration, Mrs. Chard. You've caught me on the hop, so to speak. But now I come to think of it.
Yes, Mr. Tremble, what have you thought of?
Oh, it's nothing at all, really. In fact, it's so very trivial you'll laugh when I tell you. It's just that, you see, I bite the inside of my cheek.
You what?
I bite the inside of my cheek.
It's a very silly thing to do, Mr. Tremblay.
That's what everyone's always at great pains to tell me. Unfortunately, it makes not the slightest bit of difference. I go on biting just the same.
Why do you do it, Mr. Tremble? Do you know?
Not precisely. Nell, of course, puts it down to niggling little worries and anxieties, but I tend to think it's just a perfectly normal desire to smooth off all the rough bits. Unfortunately, the more I bite them, the rougher they get. Like a chain reaction, it just goes on and on.
And on. And on and on. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Isn't that right, Mr. Tremble?
Well, quite frankly, I don't see why I should. It gives me quite a lot of personal satisfaction to have a good old nibble, so to speak.
Answer that, Grace. Mr. Tremble, I never thought the day would come when you and I would be sitting here, seeing eye to eye.
Surbiton 3210? Who is it? Oh, it's you, Mrs. Tremblay. Yes, Mrs. Tremblay, I'll tell him. Yes. Goodbye. No. Mrs. Tremblay says, would you mind going over straight away because she's found something most disconcerting at the bottom of her teacup.
My wife would save herself a lot of unpleasant speculation if she went out and bought a 1 6 strainer. Well, I'm very glad we've had this little chat, Mr. Chard. Although I must confess I didn't expect it to take quite such a personal turn.
Oh, well, never mind, Mr. Tremblay. I'll see you to the front door.
No. Perhaps Mr. Tremble would like to go out the back way and have a look at my creeper. After all, you can't get the full appreciation sitting in here with the curtains drawn.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Mr. Chard. I didn't like to ask.
After you, Mr. Tremble.
Thank you, Mr. Chard. Yes.
Lusty, isn't she?
I don't understand how it can have reached those proportions during the short time it's been in. Doesn't it worry you?
Why should it?
It's a very rare variety, isn't it, Jack? Very quick growing in its initial stages.
So they say.
Personally, I think it's the sheer relief of having got itself out of the pot. What's that?
Sounds to me like thunder.
I'd better be getting back to the wife then. She's terrified of a storm.
Perhaps that's what she could see in her teacup.
More than likely. Well, I'll be wishing you both a very good afternoon.
It's the last we shall ever see of him.
What do you mean, Jack?
Take hold of yourself, Grace. Have another look at that creeper.
Oh!
Come on, Grace. Time we got inside and bolted the doors.
What you running for?
I've just seen it.
I thought you'd come back here quicker than you went.
I don't understand it. It's got long sort of feeler things reaching out over the garden. Surely they weren't there when we looked through the hedge.
Of course they weren't. We should never have mistaken it for parsley if they had been. How long are these feelers anyway?
About as long as a man's arms, 3 feet perhaps. What's the time now?
5 to 5.
But if you planted it at 5 and 20 past 4, that means that they're growing at the rate of 6 inches every 5 minutes. Nell, I don't like this.
Me neither. What is Amazonian creeper anyway?
I don't know. I suppose it must be some sort of tropical ivy.
Tropical what?
Ivy.
That settles it, Harold. Something's got to be done this instant.
I'm not going round there with another bunch of Betty Upritches,
Nobody's
if that's what
asking
you
you
mean.
to. The next step is for you to phone up Kew Gardens and get them to come and take the wretched stuff back to where it came from.
Kew Gardens? They'll think we're mad.
Do as I tell you. You'll be the first to panic when it starts coming through the hedge and smothering the roses.
Now, hold on a moment, Nell. Aren't we letting our imaginations run away with us?
You may think I'm exaggerating things, but you don't know what I've just seen at the bottom of my cup.
No, what?
A nasty mess, Harold Tremlow. A thoroughly nasty mess.
What does that mean?
It means that I'm not going to get myself into it. That's what it means. So if you won't look up the number of the superintendent's lodge at Kew Gardens, I will.
You don't suppose he'll come and do anything about it today, do you? It's Sunday. If I had my way, we'd give Chard the surprise of his life by returning quietly to the rose garden with a nice dish of fruit sundae.
Have you taken leave of your senses? You can't enjoy fruit sundae with Amazonian creeper bearing up on you at the rate of 6 inches every 5 minutes. Not in Surbiton, anyway.
What do you propose to do about it, then?
As far as I'm concerned, there's only one thing we can do, and you are going to obey me in this, Harold Tremlow, if it's the last thing you do.
What is it?
You're going to pick up that receiver immediately and dial 999.
What's happening, Jack?
Can't see it. It's right up against the window.
There's not a sound from next door, is there?
I shouldn't be surprised if they weren't falling over each other, filling up the Keogh's wood cement.
What about the other people in the road, Jack? Do you think they've noticed?
No, I shouldn't think so. Nobody in the right senses to be staring out the window in weather like this. I wish I could see if it had made its way through the edge yet.
Well, in face of privet that thick, it might find it simpler to go up and over.
What about that tea? Let's have a cup while we're waiting.
Yes. I'll go and pour out.
Yes.
Mr. Tremblows.
No, it's not persistent enough. The Tremblows wouldn't take the finger off the bell.
Well, whoever it is isn't going to take no for an answer.
We creep up the front door and look through the letterbox.
After you, then.
No, you go first. You're more used to it than I am.
There's a man with a chopper.
And with a what?
A chopper.
Don't be daft.
Anybody at home?
Who is it?
I'm from the station.
Police!
Fire!
We'll open up and see.
Well, whatever you do, don't you let him in. Not with all we got going on in our back garden.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hey, it was a long time answering the bell. I was beginning to think it was all a hoax.
Oh, what was out?
Well, I believe you rang up the station about 20 minutes back asking for help.
No, not us now.
It must be next door, Jack.
See, your name, Charge,
Yeah?
13 Maple Grove, Surbiton.
Yeah?
Well, now, according to the report handed to me at 1700 hours, you should have a mysterious Amazonian creeping plant grown in your back garden.
What?
That's what the station officer says here. Mysterious Amazonian creeping plant growing in the back garden at 13 Maple Grove, Surbiton.
Never said daft in all my life. May I see?
Yeah, sure.
That's how it reads. To be chopped up and rendered harmless.
Well, these are my private orders from the station officer, sir. He's got a sense of humour, you see. You got to have in his job.
There's nothing like that growing on these premises, is there, Grace?
No.
All I knew there wasn't the moment I read my report. Mysterious Amazonian creeping plant in Surbiton. I said to myself, just who they think they're trying to kid. Still, we're duty bound to examine everything that comes in. That's our job.
Well, it's none of our doing, I can assure you.
Yeah. You got any kids in the house, sir?
No, they're just me and the missus.
You see, we get lots of kids phoning up with hoaxes like these. Them must cause us most of the trouble. Still, I'm not going to let this one pass. Not with a nasty wet mess I got myself into getting over there.
What are you going to do about it?
Well, I'm going straight down to the police authorities and see if they can't trace the call.
Well, don't you think we ought to invite the gentleman in for a cup of tea, Grace? After all, I don't much like the idea of you dashing about with that steel helmet and all this forked lightning about, you know. It's simply asking for trouble, isn't it?
Well, of course. I expect you've got time for a quick cup of tea.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you, Mrs. Chard. I'm afraid I'm a bit wet, eh?
Oh, well, never mind. You just let me have your helmet and your waterproof
Oh,
and
Very
I'll
kind.
let them drip in the kitchen.
Thank you. There we are. Thank you. Oh, what about my axe?
Well, we better put that somewhere safe, hadn't we? Otherwise, well, I mean, you won't want to be chopping anything up this afternoon, will you?
Well, none of you are quite sure you haven't got any mysterious Amazonian creeping plants on the premises, eh?
Better shut the door, otherwise we're going to get flooded out.
Yeah, drop a downpour.
Still, it's good for the garden. What's good for the garden?
He's gone in.
Do you think they're going to let him deal with it then?
Well, he'd hardly be going in for a quiet sit-down, would he?
Where are you off to?
To open the French windows. I'm going to treat myself to the satisfaction of hearing it chopped up. Harold,
What's the matter?
we've got it in the rose garden.
What?
Charged creeper. It's right up against the window. Every pane's a mass of tiny fronds.
Oh, my Lord. Whatever do you think could have happened to it, Nell? This isn't natural.
Of course it isn't natural. It's galloping all over the show.
Galloping.
Well, it must be. It's made pretty quick work of the rose garden, hasn't it?
Come along, Nell.
Where you go?
We'd better get our brollies and make a dash for it.
Have you taken leave of your senses?
You said yourself it was galloping. In another 5 minutes' time, we shan't even be able to escape through the front door.
Well, I'm blowed if I'm going to be forced off my premises by other people's creeper. Now, you better go round the house, Harold Tremblow. Make sure that everything's firmly barred and bolted.
Well, what are you going to do then?
I'm going to ring up the Chards and knock a bit of urgency into that fireman.
There you are.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Chard. I say I didn't expect this sort of welcome when I was standing outside just now squeezing the juice out of your front door, Bill, eh?
Well, we never know what might be waiting for us round the next corner, do we?
Here's your tea, Jack.
Well, Hadn't we all better drink to something?
It's a good idea. What shall it be?
Well, perhaps we'd better just drink to the mysterious Amazonian creeper in your back garden, eh?
I couldn't have suggested anything better myself. Well, here's to the mysterious Amazonian creeper in our backyard.
The creeper, yeah. How far it crept when you last looked, Mrs. Chard, eh?
Well, when I looked out of the kitchen window just now, it had found its way up the side passage and was settling down in the front.
Oh, well, I just got in time then, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope that's not the station officer asking for details.
I hope so, too.
Go and answer it, Grace.
Oh, me?
Yeah, go on. I'll give our friend another cup of tea.
Surbiton 3210. Hello, who is it? Oh, it's you again, Mrs. Tremblow. Oh, well, I don't know about that, Mrs. Tremblow. I don't know at all. I shall have to ask Jack. Will you hold on for a minute? Jack!
What is it?
Would you come out here, please? We've got a problem. It's all right, Tremblow. She wants to speak to the fireman.
Leave it to me. You go in there and see that laughing boy doesn't start looking after me.
Yes, but what are we going to do with him, Jack? We're stuck with him, aren't we?
It looks like it is.
Yes, but what's going to happen? He's bound to find out sooner or later.
There's nothing we can do until it's passed over. Go and keep him talking till I get back.
Yes, right.
Well, good afternoon again, Mrs. Tremblow. Jack Chard speaking. Well, I hardly like to disturb him at the moment, Mrs. Tremblow. He's sitting in our front room having a nice quiet cup of tea. Would you like to leave a message? Pardon? Look, I wonder if you'd mind speaking up a little, Mrs. Tremblow. Something seems to be interfering with the line. Yeah, I said something seems to be interfering with the line. Yeah, I wouldn't mind betting it is my creeper. It does seem to have got a bit carried away with itself, doesn't it? Oh, no, I shouldn't bother ringing up the station for reinforcements if I was you, Mrs. Tremblow. I mean, there's not much stopping it now. It's got a bit of a speed on, you know. Now, if I was you, I'd keep quite calm. And, we'll try and fit in one or two local calls before your line goes dead. Of course, I can only advise you, Mrs. Tremblow, but if I were you, I'd think very seriously of ringing up your daughter Rose and Willie to say goodbye.
Everything all right,
Yeah,
Jack?
it's just got a bit panicky, that's all. Will you give our friend another cup of tea?
Oh, well, that's very kind of you, Mr. Chard, but I think I ought to be getting back to the station.
Oh, no, you can't go back in weather like this.
Oh, the rain seems to have stopped all of a sudden.
Yes. Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Stop.
Well, you can't hear the rain on the roof anymore.
No.
Funny, isn't it?
It's most peculiar.
Everything's gone deathly quiet all of a sudden.
Just as if the undertaker had come along and nailed down the lid.
What was that?
That's what?
Listen.
Sounds like somebody at your front door.
Go and see Grace, will you?
Jack!
What?
Bring his chopper out here, quick! It's coming through the letterbox!
All right, Grace.
Have you done the keyholes with the wood cement?
As best I could, and I've just put some strips of sticking plaster across the letterbox. Though heaven knows what we're going to do if it starts coming down the flue.
Well, if that happens, we'll put a fire in the grate to set light to it. I'm not having it in the house.
Try getting the operator again, Nell. It's about time we got some sense out of somebody.
I tell you, the line's gone dead. There's not so much as a friendly crackle. You know what I think, don't you?
What?
I think we're cut off.
Cut off?
Well, we can't very well have an unserviceable telephone and be surrounded on all sides by Amazonian creeper without being cut off.
Well,
can
what's
you?
going to happen to us then?
We should just have to sit tight, wait till somebody outside notices, that's all. After all, it isn't as if we lived in the middle of nowhere, is it? Surbiton's a dormitory suburb. Come on.
We should have made a dash for it while there was still time.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't, isn't it? Wretched stuff would probably have caught us up halfway up the road.
Can't be travelling at that speed.
How do we know what speed it's travelling at? It certainly isn't anything normal. I've just thought of something.
What?
Have you heard a train go by lately?
No, I haven't, now you come to mention it.
You can still hear the thunder, though, can't you?
Well?
Well, if we can still hear the thunder, we ought still to be able to hear the trains go by, oughtn't we? Unless...
Unless what?
Unless it's grown out across the lines and stopped all the traffic.
Do you mean to tell me that a pot of creeper planted at 4:25 going to paralyse the railways at 25 to 6?
How else can you explain the silence on a busy stretch like this? And what's more, if it has got out onto the line, there's nothing to stop it going a whole lot further. You know yourself it's a non-stop run from here to Waterloo.
I think that man's had Amazonian creeper on his mind for a very long time, ever since Ivy was buried, in fact.
Everything seems to point to her having come back to life again.
Nell! Do you think Chard planned all this, or the whole thing's a nasty accident?
Well, there's only one way of finding out, and that's by going next door.
I'm not fighting my way round there through all that...
Nobody is asking you to.
So how do you propose getting there, then?
Through the wall.
Through the wall? Oh, but that's trespassing.
Trespassing? How can you stand there and talk about trespassing when you've just been served up with a whole garden full of uninvited ivy?
Oh, very well, then. But if we're going to start making holes in the wall, we'll just have to select a spot where it's not going to show too much, that's all.
What's wrong with the wall between our adjacent toilets?
Oh, oughtn't we to keep those a bit private?
But as far as I'm concerned, if you've got to have a big gaping hole on the premises, it's better to have it tucked away in the toilet than have it looking an eyesore anywhere else.
Oh, yes, I suppose so. But this is going to mean 2 holes in one day.
2?
One in the privet and the other in the toilet.
There'll be another in your cheek, too, if you don't stop nibbling. Go and get the chopper.
One more move out of you and I'll land you one.
But I've got to get back to the station for reinforcements.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. Jack says there isn't anything anybody can do about it, don't you, Jack?
Oh, I could kick myself for not chinning up and taking a look in your back garden like I was told. This is going to cost me my job. You realise that, don't you?
You won't be needing one for a little while.
What are you talking about? Of course I'll be needing one. I've got a wife and family to look after.
Where do they live?
Motspur Park.
Oh, my goodness, he ought to have brought them with him, oughtn't he, Jack?
What do you mean?
Because if my husband's calculations are correct, I don't think you'll be seeing them for a little while.
Why not?
Because Jack's creeper's going to get such a firm foothold everywhere that nobody will be able to get about, will they, Jack?
Won't be able to get about. How long are people going to put up with this situation for, then?
Well, I don't know. How long do you think?
I don't know, it depends on the creeper. But as far as I can see, there's nothing to stop it until the winter frost sets in.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I do hope I got enough tin stuff in to last till then.
Well, of course we have that spare room of ours. Looks like a supermarket.
Yes, but we didn't count on having a visitor,
Oh,
did
look,
we?
I'm dreaming all this, aren't I? It isn't really happening.
Well, of course it's happening.
Well, what am I doing in the middle of it, then? I'm just an ordinary bloke who likes to mind his own business. Blood if I want to get myself tangled up with other people's creeper.
But it was your job to chop it down, wasn't it?
I didn't believe it was
That's
there.
just your bad luck, then.
But I didn't believe a thing like this could ever happen in Surbiton. I didn't really. I didn't really.
It's going to break my heart to put a chopper through this lovely wallpaper.
Well, if it's any consolation to you, every blow is going to hurt me as much as it hurts you. Now, come along, Harold Tremblow. Here's your chopper. Listen.
You wouldn't think people could be so insensitive at a time like this, would you?
I didn't mean that.
What did you mean, then?
Listen.
What is it?
I don't know. Must be the creeper, I suppose.
What's it doing, then?
Sounds to me as if it's expanding.
Expanding?
Yes, just as if the stalks were growing into trunks.
Trunks? They can't be.
Well, they are, I tell you.
They must be towering above the house, then, Nell.
I don't like this, Harold. Something tells me this situation's getting really out of hand.
What are you going to do about it, then?
Get chopping.
Pardon?
I said get chopping.
What are you staring at the light for, Jack?
Notice the way the bulbs are behaving?
Yes. This one certainly doesn't seem as perky as usual.
No.
Oh, Lord. Oh. What's happened to the fireman, Jack?
He got troublesome, so I landed one with the butt of his axe.
What on earth do you want to go and do a silly thing like that for?
He'll be all right once he comes round. He doesn't mind coming round from one blackout and the other.
What do you mean?
I'm not quite sure.
Jack. Jack, you don't think we're in for something we didn't bargain for, do you?
We could be, if the roots have gone so far down interfering with the cable.
Oh, my Lord.
Either that or they're having a nasty shock at the power station.
Oh, Jack, you
Well, how
don't
do I
really...
know, Father Crept? It's so thick outside it'd pass for a jungle.
Jack!
Come, take hold of yourself, Grace.
I don't like it. Really, I don't. It doesn't seem like Surbiton anymore. What was that?
Take hold of yourself, Grace, for goodness sake.
Listen. Sounds to me like children.
It's coming from next door. That's the most welcome sound I've heard in years.
Why? What do you think's happened?
Happened? Our creeper's found its way into next door, that's what's happened.
Listen! It sounds like something outside of the wall.
Quiet!
Chard! It's old Ma Tremble.
Take hold of yourself, Grace. Leave me to deal with this, will you?
Chard! So,
What the devil?
what the hell do you think you're up to with that creeper, Jack Chard?
How the blaze do you get in here?
What are you up to with that creeper?
Answer my question first. How the blaze do you get in here?
If you don't tell me what you're up to, I'll land you one you won't forget in a hurry.
I'd think twice about that if I was you, Mrs. Tremble.
Oh, no, Jack.
Keep quiet and stay behind me, Grace.
You bred that creeper on purpose, didn't you?
My husband doesn't know what you're talking about.
He doesn't, eh? Then what's he doing, turning our right of ways into a jungle?
We've got so much of your creeper on our premises, we can hardly call the place our own.
Oh, shut up, you.
Don't you speak to my husband like that after all he's suffered at your hands today, Jack Chard. Thanks to you and your creeper, he's got a good few years' work in front of him, getting that rose garden back up to cup standard.
If your Harold can plant roses in his garden, my Jack's got a perfect right to plant creeper in ours.
Harold's roses haven't come waltzing over the privet like your creeper, though, have they? At least we've had the common decency to keep our blossoms to ourselves.
Then what are they doing banging up our vases?
Well, have you known they were some of our first prize roses?
What are you complaining about? They're some of our first prize creepers.
What's more, you deserve every frond you've got.
Thanks for nothing. And if you imagine that you can flood other people's rose garden with Amazonian creeper and get away with it, you've got another thing coming.
Because so far as my wife and I are concerned, an Englishman's home is his castle.
Oh, then how do you find your way onto our battlements, then?
Take a look at the gaping hole in your toilet and you'll find out.
What's our toilet doing with the gaping hole?
What was my privet doing with one earlier on?
For your information, Mrs. Chard, I've just had my husband chop down the partition between our adjacent toilets.
You what? It's ruined our rose wallpaper.
But it satisfied my premonition that you were up to no good with that creeper.
Now, see
And furthermore, Jack Chard, I don't know what you've done with that fund, but if you've gone and put paint in or anything clever like that, then you've neither of you bargained for Nell Tremblow being around to give the authorities the tip-off.
Look, are you daring to suggest?
Yes, I am! Well, if it'll be any consolation to you when they come to cart you off, you may as well have the satisfaction of knowing that my husband's gone clean through his...
Right, you.
No,
Stay back, Grace. Stay
Don't
back,
you
Grace.
believe me?
Wait. You're gonna pay for this, Mrs. Tremblow.
You're jumping on my husband! You're gonna be sorry for that, Jack Chard.
What makes you so sure?
Because I'm gonna clean you down the middle in one fell blow.
Yeah, please spend very much that, Mrs.
You
Tremble.
keep that top of the way, Jackie!
Somebody look in there.
You keep that top of the way!
Look, I don't know what this is all about, how it all began, but please, couldn't we just sit down and discuss this quietly round a table?